Some of the things that I didn't repeat is because we have learned that previous one. Then I don't repeat. But because you're jumping, so that's why I need to bring it up again. So when we look into 14.3, we are talking about explaining with phenomena. Okay, when we talk about explaining with phenomena, one thing that I want you guys to understand is like how we draw stuff. It'll be, I want you to imagine, let's say for example, we are all by the seaside, okay? When you stand on the beach in a sunny day, when you stand in the seawater, when you look at the bottom, you will see that some wave is actually bright, some of the line is actually brighter, some of the line is actually dimmer. You can see literally like when there's a wave at the surface, when you see at the seabed, you will see that there's a line like it's actually clearer or brighter. Some line is actually not that bright. That is what we call as the crest and the trough. But why do I want to bring it? Is because we know that every single time when we want to draw a wave, when we view it, right, it's very, very hard to understand. Therefore, first thing you guys need to establish is this. Imagine if this is a tank, okay? And then we know that wave will be like this. Right? And we know that whatever at the tip here, we call that as crest. Whatever at the bottom here, we call that as a trough. Get it out? This one is yeah. Then the next thing that I want you to understand is whatever we want to view it from top to bottom. This is review sideways, right? If I want to view it from top to bottom, can we see which one is high, which one is low? It's very hard, right? So therefore, we have a way of drawing the wave that's in this form. Anything that in the crest is a straight line. Now you're viewing from top to bottom. This is another straight line. This is another straight line. So this is what we call as the wave when we are viewing from top to bottom. We know that between the two straight lines, there's this at the bottom here. We don't draw this most of the time. No, we do not draw it at all. We only draw the crest. Get it up? But do not forget, in between two crests, there is a trough. And that trough, if they insist want you to draw it, you should only do dotted line. But do you need it? No need. In general, we just draw the wave like this. Get it up? That's the first thing I want you guys to establish. Number two, when we want to identify our wavelength is from here to here, correct? It's a lambda, correct? Same thing from here to here, it's our lambda. From here to here, it's our lambda as well. This is the second thing that you can do. Okay, can Why do I want to establish this? Is because we know that when we talk about the wave go through any of the phenomena, first thing that you ever need is something we call as a refraction. What is exactly a refraction? Refraction in terms of water wave is only in one region. It can be, in two regions. It can be either in a shallow region or it can be a deep region. Only these two regions. Imagine that when the wave is an open sea pushing towards the shore, you can see that there's a difference, right? So what changed? These are the key things already. Number one, you need to understand the speed. Number two, you need to understand the wavelength. And then number three, you need to understand the frequency. Only these three things that they will focus in specifically, we are looking at. I'm talking about mainly water wave, yeah, okay? So what will happen is that in the shallow region and deep region, please remember, in a shallow region, the speed is slower. The deep region, the speed is faster. Okay? Wavelength in a shallow region, when you see the wave is pushing towards the shore, what do you see? You see a lot of ripple, right? Whenever it's a lot of ripple, do you think the wavelength is shorter or longer? Think again. There's a lot of ripple at the shore. Do you think that the wavelength is shorter or longer? Yes, you're right. Whenever it's in a shallow region, the wavelength is shorter. Whereas the deep region, the wavelength is longer, because when you see it in the open sea, you can clearly see this is my first wave, this is the second wave. That is the wavelength. But whenever it's in the shore, it's a bit hard because it's really too short. So shallow region, shorter, deep region, longer. Last but not least is the frequency. Always remember, we are not God. We cannot control the frequency. So that no matter in shallow region or deep region, your frequency remain unchanged. That is the things that you guys need to know first. Okay? Get it up? All right, now, second thing is that let me teach you guys like how to draw. So imagine that this is the direction of wave. Let's talk about this part here is shallow. This part here is deep region. Okay? Every single time when you want to draw any of the wave, we know that we will have a crest, correct? In shallow region, your crest, your wavelength is shorter. Whenever it's shorter, I'll just, let me just change a different color, sorry. It's much easier. Because in shallow region, the wavelength is shorter. When the wavelength is shorter, I can draw my wavelength like this. This is my wavelength. Short wavelength. Okay. I can't gauge that. Let me I want to be that straightforward. It's easy. So imagine this. Okay. So standardized short wavelength. Each of this is a crest up. The blue color is the direction of the wave. That's an important thing. Okay. Now, the next thing is that we know whenever it's a shallow region, my wavelength is shorter. It means that when I get into here, my wavelength should be longer. So how do we draw the longer? Every single time when you want to draw, identify the direction of the wave first. Direction of wave going this way, right? And whenever shallow and deep region, there is this line that separates between the two regions, correct? This line is where, when we are trying to say that we want to identify from less dense to denser or denser to less dense, we have a normal line. What is exactly a normal line? A normal line creates a 90-degree between two regions. What does it mean? This is the first region. This is the second region. Your normal line is in here, create 90 degrees. So your normal line will look like this. Can you see? 90 degrees of the region. This one, get it? Perpendicular. Perpendicular, yes. Your normal line always perpendicular between the region. Always, all the time. This is my region, perpendicular, it's like this. That's normal line. This is what we call it as a normal line. And now, next important thing is that whenever we are going from a shallow region to a deep region, always remember we bend away normal. Please. This applicable to water wave. Please remember, yeah? Now, let's take a look at this one by one. This is my wave, right? When I go straight, imagine this is not deep. When I go straight, I should go this way, right? Properly, if there's no deep, when I go straight, it should be going this way. If this is my normal, I have two ways of doing it up. Number one, I can go up here. That's number one. Number two, I can go down here, correct? If I'm going number one, I'm actually going away from normal, agreed? If I'm going number two, I'm actually going towards the normal, agreed? But shallow to deep, bend away normal. Whenever it's bend away normal, should I go for number one or should I go for number two? Yes. Therefore, okay, this is up. Therefore, the proper way of direction of the wave, it will go away normal. Therefore, your direction of wave is going this direction. Get it? And when this is the direction, can you see all my crest is also perpendicular to the direction, right? That means that my crest has to go in this way, correct? So therefore, this one bend a bit, this one bend more. Oh, sorry. I need to draw it like bend. So bend. Can you see? Original, my wavelength, what happened? Short. After, when you go into deep region, what happened to my wavelength? Long. That is how we draw from shallow to deep region. So always remember, in shallow region, short wavelength, in deep region, long wavelength. This is very, very important because IG, yes, they do ask you to draw sometimes. Okay, yeah. So this will be the water wave that you guys need to know. You want me to draw another one from deep to shallow, so you guys can see the difference? Let me just.
When you say shallow to deep, you mean like shallow is like this, right? Like
yes, the one that is less deep when
closer to the ground.
no yes, it should be from the ground towards the sea.
Yeah.
Okay, it should be the ground towards the sea. But then now you're going to see something, another difference. It will be our reverse. Deep region to shallow region. It means that now I'm moving from the wave come from open sea towards the shore. Okay. So same thing. This is the region is separate. Identify the region first. If I'm going from shallow to deep, I bend away normal, right? Now, if I want to go from deep to shallow, I should be bent towards or way. It should be bent the other way, which is towards normal. So how does your wave look like? Now, identify your wave first. Always identify. Sorry, identify your normal. This is my normal, correct? This is my normal, right? If I want to bend towards normal, original is like this. Do I go number 1 or number 2? Yes, because I want to bend towards normal, so you will go this direction. Once you got the direction, then only you draw the crest or the wavefront. So this is longer wavelength, right? Then after that, I know that it will be a shorter wavelength. So you can see, compare the wavelength. This is wavelength, this is also wavelength. So you guys must know how to draw. It's very, very important. Okay, all right. So I'll give you guys some time to draw it out first. I will stop recording, take a photo, and send it. That's it. You are okay so far?
Yes.
Okay.
A bit new to this